Okay, so let's move on to how does your subconscious mind work? So your subconscious holds 95% of your brain's intelligence. So that means the 5%, everything that you can think of right now is consciously. So if I asked you, like, what did you learn this weekend, and you were able to tell me, that's your conscious mind. That's 5% of your intelligence. So everything that you've learned from the time that you were born until now, consciously, that you could tell me what you learned in school, in grade school, and whatever else, that's only in the 5%, which blows my mind. So this means that the majority of the decisions that you make, the actions you take, your emotions and behaviors all depend on the 95% of your brain activity that lies beyond your conscious awareness.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does that mean like everything that you remember is in your conscious?
Yes.
But everything you picked up and interpreted and took on that you can't necessarily articulate is now in the subconscious?
Yes.
And it's doing whatever it does?
Yeah. Let's move to the next slide because we'll answer that question better. So we've got 5%, it's like an iceberg. We've got 5%, the conscious mind is above here, and that's your short-term memory, logical thinking, critical thinking, willpower, analyzing, planning. Then you have your 95% of the subconscious mind, and that's the values, habits, intuition, imagination, belief systems, long-term memory, where dreams come from, and also where the law of attraction listens from. We'll get into that a little bit more too. So your subconscious mind supports every belief that you've ever stored, right? I want you to think of a table. You have a belief, then these little legs are the supporting evidence. To give you an example, a belief, I'm not good enough to get the part. The supporting evidence, your Aunt Susie told you when you were 7 that you were not talented enough. You have tried out for so many different parts, but they always go with someone else. You start seeing a classmate get roles after roles despite getting the same education as you. You start talking now at this point, you start talking about how you're never going to get casted.
You better say it.
And when you don't, and when you don't, you say, see, I'm just not good enough to get the part. So there's this little cyclical thing that happens. So your subconscious mind will always think you're right and give you evidence that you are right. So what do you want to be right about? A few more facts about the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind never sleeps, rests, or takes a break because it controls all vital processes and functions of the body. It controls your autonomic system. It controls the fact that my finger's moving right now or that I just blinked. And I didn't even think about it. And you don't think about how your heartbeat has been beating your entire lives. That's all your subconscious that's controlling. Your subconscious is very literal. It doesn't know the difference between positive and negative thoughts and beliefs. Your subconscious can't distinguish between what's real and what's imagination, so you can lie to it.
It's not like acting. That's what we do. We lie to our subconscious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very, very similar. Another thing that I teach in my coaching is future pacing, and that's essentially telling the truth in advance. Instead of saying like it's a lie, it's like this is the truth in advance. Because your subconscious doesn't know the difference, so you're like, of course I got that Oscar. You know, like duh. You know, you tell it because it doesn't know the difference whether it's actually happening right now or not. Like my subconscious can think that I'm on stage, or maybe I'm actually in my bed right now thinking about how I'm on stage. It doesn't know what's real and what's not.